Good morning, Diecast friends, family, and channel viewers. This is Joe. I'm Joe from Ignition Diecast, where we are assembling the world's most comprehensive crowdsourced Hot Wheels mainline collection in the world. I already said the world part, but it's big. It's going to be big. It's Friday. It's Freestyle Friday, which means I'm just going to kind of show you odds and ends, and then in the end there's a feedback part, and I got two questions this week, one of which is pretty fun, so we're going to go on a little field trip, so stay tuned after the cars. I have a couple stories too, I think, if I remember, so I'm gonna put this over here. First, there's 4 cars for the Ignition Diecast Archive, the world's most comprehensive crowdsourced Hot Wheels mainline collection in the world. This is going in. These are J and K case cars, by the way. Some of them recolors. So it's an RD06 in green and pink. Not a big seller, so not something I'm gonna make a big effort to restock. Not something I collect either. There it is. Green, gray tires. Might be fast on track, I don't know. A lot of these metal-based plastic bodied cars, because they have a low center of gravity, are pretty quick, but I haven't really tracked anything since Ignition Diecast had a physical store. The Mont Racer in yet another color. This is not a good seller either. It's kind of a multi-pack fodder. I mean, I'm sure it has its fans, but it's a fantasy car. It's an X-Racer. It's a metal-based plastic body. It's got a lot of things working against it, but if you want to collect dark horses, this would be one. But the archive includes every single main line, including recolors, store exclusives, and super treasure hunts and treasure hunts. So this has got to go there. Another color for the GR86 Cup, and it debuted in blue, I think last year. We saw it this year in orange, and now there's this burgundy brown type color. And I did keep one of these because I'm a Toyota fan, I'm a GR86 fan, I like the FRS and the BRZ also. So any of those that come along, I keep. Kind of like the tan interior, brown exterior, and gold wheels. It's pretty good looking car if you ask me. I like it. I might take the tampos off one of these and just make it like a stock, like not a cup racer or whatever, but just a brown GR86. I think that would look nice. And then, don't cry, I'm gonna open one of these Mercedes Petronas F1 cars because it came in, and if I don't grab one, I'm probably not going to find one of these in the store anytime soon, if at all, so better grab it. Funny thing about this, it's I think it's number 58. Hold on. 59. All 3 of the F1 cars that came out in the main line, the Red Bull, the other one, and this one, the Mercedes Petronas team car, all have the same number. So it's 3 variants of the same main line. And I realized I could sell this for like $100, but I need one for the archive. There it is. And all of these, I think all of these F1 cars, including the 5-pack, are exactly the same casting with just different paint jobs, because F1 racing is pretty samey. The formula is so specific that all the teams pretty much do the same thing. So here's some stuff from me. Let me show you the stuff that I grabbed from a case. The Defender 90. Yes, I recently decided to collect Land Rovers, and this one came with a crashed bubble, so good candidate for opening. One is still needed for the archive, but I'll wait a while. This year one's for me. And another Land Rover. This one got a, no, this one's got an intact bubble, but we have a lot of them. So John sent me a black one recently, so this will be a good companion to that. Deep wine red. Black base, black wheels, black interior. Pretty much awesome mainline. The old Rovers, Land Rovers, even the old Range Rovers and the Land Cruisers are kind of the original SUVs before they became things that Karen drove to Target and Sears Home Goods. What else? Oh, I found this. I pre-opened it just so I wouldn't struggle on camera. It's a Koenigsegg Gemera, however you pronounce that. The name reminds me of Godzilla. Gamera, the beast that Godzilla fought. I have no idea what Gemera means, but this cool teal color, I had it a long time ago and let it go. So I've been wanting to find it, and I did find one in the wild. I think of all the Gemeras that I have, this is my favorite color. Gold rims suit it too. And Matchbox hold their own against Hot Wheels. If you're someone who runs them down a track, Matchbox often wins, and the build quality is nothing to be trifled with. And this one I haven't even opened yet. I cracked it, but it did not open. And I think Jeremy wants one of these, so I'll be on the lookout for another one. But this one's mine because I do like the Volvos. And this color, I've seen a lot of this car in this color here in town. So it's a Volvo 240 in maroon. Classic, and pretty typical of Matchbox to make a stock lawyer's car like this, but they do make drift cars out of 240s. I like this a lot. Feels great, looks great, probably fast too. So that's what I found in the store. These two I ordered from eBay. And, you know, I was going to keep one, and I was going to sell the other one as a carded item to offset the cost of acquiring it. But the dude shipped it in a padded mailer. So both are kind of destroyed, especially this one. Look at that bubble. Can you see that? How crushed the bubble is. J-hooks. The J-hooks on both are bent to hell, so these are going to be loose. I'm going to open this one for myself. So this blue Flames mod rod from my personal mod rod collection. And then the archive needs this one, and just the card is trashed. We'll put this one in the archive. So, intermission. Here's a funny story. I was at a grocery store like Wednesday, I think, and I went to this one section, like the school supplies section, where they have some toys, and there was nothing new on the pegs, but they had a box of Hot Wheels on the floor. So I looked behind me, and there was a store employee, and I was like, "Hey, can I look through that box?" And he's like, "Sure." So I looked through the box. I didn't really find anything that I was looking for. And the employee says, "Yeah, some other guy was in here a little while ago. He wanted to look through that box too." And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I know that guy." And then the employee said, "He asked me if they had any more in the back." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know exactly who you're talking about." And then he said, and he gave me his number and said to call him if we get more cases in, because he would like to have access to them before they come to the front of the store. I'm like, "Yep, I know exactly who you're talking about." And he's like, and I said, "So you're going to call him?" He's like, "Probably not." I said, "Well, do me a favor. Next time you see him, call him Kevin, and he'll know what I'm talking about." And the employee's like, "Kevin." I'm like, "Kevin Bacon. Remember, Kevin Bacon, but don't call him Kevin Bacon, just call him Kevin." He's like, "Okay, I'll do that." So, little message for you, Caucasian Kevin. That dude not going to save the cases for you. He's not going to call you. In fact, you're going to get called Kevin next time you come in there. So, moving on, I was at this other place yesterday. And this is going to make you cry. And I'm apologizing in advance. But I'm going to keep 4 of these 5. So I found some multi-packs, including the F1 pack, which for a while was pretty hot shit. It was like, this was selling literally, not just being listed, but selling for like $40. I think the price has come down significantly. So this one will be in Ignition Diecast this evening at 7 p.m. But what I'm really happy about, and I'm going to show you all 4 at once. I found the tuned, 2025 tuned, 2025 Baja Blazers, 2025 Gassers, and the 2025 Retro Racers. All 4 of which I wanted. So the fact that I found all these together, the reason I'm showing you these 4 is that I think these must come in the same case. So if you find one, you might find them all. So let's examine each one. I'm not going to open them for the sake of time, but I collect 5 packs now, plus there's individual cars from each of these that I want. So from the Retro Racers, there's a K for Racer, gotta have it. GT40 Mark IV, gotta have it. Probably sell that. There's the El Segundo Coupe, which I very much like. And this is probably going to go bye-bye really fast because it's a recolor of the GT Scorcher, which is popular because of that Netflix TV show. Gassers. Might keep that, I'm not sure. New color for that. I don't know. I have a Mercury box, but I might not keep it. Gotta have that. I collect 55 Gassers. Nova Wagon Gassers. Gotta have that. And I'm not even sure what that's called. Straight pipes, and don't collect those. So that one, at least that one will be for resale, and I'll try to get these listed by 7 p.m. tonight. If you're into Lucy's. So here is the Baja Blazers. D100, definitely keep it. Don't really do Jeeps. I don't even know what that is. Another fantasy car of some sort. And the Bronco R in purple. So these 2 will be gone. 1, 2, 3 will probably be listed as loose cars. And then the tuned, I'm a little on the fence about this because I don't like this car. This seems to be the old style of tuned, even though I do like Camaros. Is that what a Camaro? Yeah, it's a Camaro. I don't collect that one. And these are the new style, the Napo style. So might keep these 2, and the other 3 will probably be for sale. So anyway, I'm on the hunt for one more of these for myself, and then I have friends who want them. I'll probably send them to my trading partners before I keep them, because with 5-packs, you have to know that by the end of the year, these are going to be everywhere. They're really hot right now because they just came out, but 5-packs are clutter for the most part. So none of these will be rare 5 or 6 months from now. So keep that in mind before you spend $40 on a 5-pack. Even that Formula One was just hanging there. So I think the hype is over on that. So that was a lot of cars. 2 questions, and I will answer very seriously. You don't collect open wheel race cars. Would you make an exception if you knew that one that represented, say, Porsche brand or another of your favorite car makes? Would you make an exception if you knew that one that represented, say, Porsche brand or another of your favorite car makes? So I do collect some race cars, like the Porsche 917, stuff like that, prototypes. I just don't go in for F1 or Indy. Just, I don't know why, really. And to answer this question, let's say like Porsche, I mean, I love Mercedes, and Mercedes does make F1 cars, but the reason I like these brands is because they're available to the common man. Like they're cars that we dream about owning, and none of us are ever going to own an F1 car. So this to me is like an kind of alien because it's so expensive, but a GR86 could happen. So I like this kind of car more than this kind of car. So regardless of who makes it, if it's unobtainium, not so much into it. Oddly enough, maybe not Porsches, but for the most part, the things that I collect that I'm kind of like really into are cars that I could own. Like one of us could, even if we had to bend over backwards and get a second mortgage, we might have a chance of owning. But like the Zinger or these McLarens, these open wheel like Indy cars or Formula One cars, never going to happen. So I just don't really, they don't appeal to me for that reason. So that's why. And the other question is, any update on Lance the Lamb? Is he grown enough to hang outside with the boys? Yes. Lance was my co-host on several episodes, at least in the intro. And he was a bottle-fed ram, and lived in the house, wore diapers for 13 weeks until he was weaned. But he has been weaned. He lives outside with his family now. And I think he still thinks he's a dog because he doesn't really hang out with the other sheep. But we're going to go on a little field trip, and I'm going to show you what Lance looks like today. So here's the lower pasture. There's 2 up there, but here is Lance. I'm going to show you. This is little Lance right here. And this is his father. He hangs out with his dad because they're rams. Some kind of masculine thing, but that's an ewe. And those up there are ewes. But anyway, here's Lance. He's be 6 months old in August. And like I said, thinks he's a dog, but he's adapting. Eats grass, behaves like a Rambo. So that was Feedback Freestyle Friday, and I might be so slack tomorrow that I might not even film a video. Actually, I probably will, because I have some team transports that I haven't even opened the case yet. And there's more stuff from Brian F. And I got J and K case cars to add to the archive. So there's so much to do that I kind of have to do a video today just to keep up, because it feels weird opening stuff not on camera. It seems like I'm cheating or something. So I will talk to you soon.